Olympian's injuries were not as severe as they had been on other nights. Bioforce healed him quickly. Darkspeed returned to hear She spreading the news of how they were getting the weekend off. Just the news of a break seemed to brighten Bioforce and Virtuoso. We just have to plan it with 8th Team. What do you think they would like to do? Olympian said. I have other news. No homework until next week, and no combat training tomorrow night, Darkspeed said. No homework? Midas said with a smile. No combat training? Olympian said with a frown. But we still have exercises in the morning, right? As far as I know, Darkspeed said. Then I'm getting to bed. Good night, all, Olympian said. Midas stayed in the common room waiting for the others to go to sleep. Bioforce was the next to leave for her room. Midas knew he had to speak to the remaining 2 girls now. Jilly, I have a question for you, Midas asked while looking at Virtuoso and She. Sure, Joseph, what's up? Virtuoso's mood had truly improved at the news of some time off. You were able to pull memories and skills from IQ and the others and put them into your own head, right? Something like that. Why? Can you put some of She's martial arts training in my head? Midas asked. Connors would flip if he even heard you say that. You know it could be dangerous, Virtuoso said. Besides, martial arts are not facts and figures. It's something that has to be experienced, She said. Not really. Remember how I copied some of how IQ solves problems? It's the same, just memories and thought patterns. But it could be dangerous, Virtuoso stated with force. I'd say no, you shouldn't do it, She said. Midas couldn't bear to hear them say no. He started crying uncontrollably. Hey, what's wrong? Virtuoso said. You don't know what it's like, Midas said while sobbing. I've never won at combat training. It's just a question of how badly I get beaten up, every night. I stand no chance of winning at all. Every day, I just try not to get my butt kicked too badly. Virtuoso used her powers to see past Midas' mental shield. Once inside of his head, she cried too. The feeling of helplessness and despair overwhelmed her. What's wrong with you now? She said. Do you really want to know, Jet? Virtuoso asked. Yes, I do. Virtuoso linked She's mind with hers and let her see what Midas had in his head. She saw a young boy that was fighting with superheroes, every one of them physically more powerful than him. Both girls saw how he wanted to use his powers when they did hand-to-hand combat training. During powered combat, he was doing better, but he dreaded getting hit by the much more powerful combatants. Slowly, She started to break also. She never knew how hard it was to be the weakest and least trained. Quickly, she wiped the tears from her face. I'll help train you. You learn quickly. I can help you get through this, She said with emotion. Joseph, if I could use my powers to copy the skills from Jet to you, I would, Virtuoso said. Then do it, Midas pleaded. It's dangerous. It can't be done, Virtuoso said. Joseph, I would give you all my knowledge if I could, She said. Midas' thoughts were racing on how this could work. His eyes snapped open and he ran to his room. Quickly, he came back out with something in his hand. What's that? Virtuoso said. The inhaler that HU gave me to suppress my power. It makes me kind of sleepy, but it's supposed to make me too groggy to use my powers. Midas held it up to both of the girls. Will this make it work? She looked at Virtuoso and spoke. I'm willing to try if you are. This is risky. You're starting to heal faster than you did before. What if you shake off the effects and your power goes off? Virtuoso said. This thing has like 30 doses left. If you feel me coming to, just give me another dose, Midas said. Do you remember what IQ said about this stuff? Yeah, strong and toxic, to a human. I have faith in Bioforce's powers. Midas stared at her, waiting for her response. All right. Virtuoso finally agreed and started to make ready. This is a lot to transfer, so we need the big couch. Both of you lie down with your head facing me. Virtuoso walked to the refrigerator and took out a 6-pack of energy drinks. Will you need all that? She asked. I don't know. It's kind of taxing to do this. Should I use my inhaler now? Midas asked. No, just lay back. I'll use my mind control to make you use the inhaler. If you should start coming to, that's how I'll have you take another dose. Virtuoso sat between Midas and She. She placed a hand on each of the foreheads that were near her lap. Slowly, she started to make a deep connection to each of them. Virtuoso slowly stroked She's forehead, pushing the pink hair back and making her fall asleep. She pushed Midas' brown hair back and took over his mind. Use your inhaler. Virtuoso thought, and he did. Childhood memories of the games Shogun used to play with his tiny daughter washed through Virtuoso's mind. Early balance drills, she thought to herself. How to move with grace. Use your inhaler. Economy of movement. Hand drills. Use your inhaler, she thought.